Hello, my name's Dr. Peter Kevin. I'm a senior lecturer at the University of Staffordshire in the Faculty of Health. I'm talking today to Dr. Farooq Khan, who is a consultant old age psychiatrist in the Solihull and Birmingham Mental Health Foundation Trust. And we've been talking about the difference between mental illness and dementia. So Dr. Khan, perhaps you could fill me in a little bit on this. We have a tendency to think that anything that affects somebody's behaviour or perception is a form of mental illness, but you've been telling me that dementia isn't like that. Could you explain the difference to me a little bit, please?
In the mental illnesses, usually, the presence of a functional disorder is more prominent. So you'll see the behaviour, but you might not see the structural changes in the brain. But in dementia, it's an organic illness, in which you'll actually find the physical changes to the brain, and also the chemistry of the brain and the structure of the brain is changed and altered.
So in a mental illness, there might be a change to the brain chemistry, but you won't be able to see anything different if you actually look at the brain. Whereas in dementia, if you look at the brain of somebody suffering from dementia, you will find physical changes. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what happens in dementia. So if you compare the brain of a normal person with a person with dementia, then you will find the changes in the structure of the brain I'm talking about. So you'll see the widening of the sulci, which are the spaces in the brain, and the gyri becomes reduced in volume, and the whole mass of the brain is reduced in the volume of a person who suffers from dementia, and that is mainly because of the neuronal loss that happens in dementia.
So when you talk about neuronal loss, you mean that the actual nerves that make up the brain are disappearing, they're dying, or they're being absorbed, or something is going on. So the brain size itself is reducing, is that right?
Yeah, there are exactly 3 changes that happens in the brain of a person who suffers from dementia. One of the things is the neuronal loss. That means the nerve cells which are present, they are dying and they cannot be regenerated back, and that is the main problem. The other problem which research has suggested is the deposition of a protein in the brain called amyloid. Now, this amyloid protein is present in the brain, but it is found in excess, and the mass of this amyloid protein gets deposited in different areas of the brain, and that's why the person who suffers from Alzheimer's dementia will have more depositions of these protein, and which is not helpful protein. The third thing that happens in people who suffer from dementia is also the loss of 2 neurochemicals called as acetylcholine and norepinephrine. So all these 3 changes are present in people who suffer from dementia.